Hello, Illumination. This is Renee here with Luminess. Ooh, my hair is going out of control already this morning. So let's clip that back because we are going to do some awesome airbrush today. So we're all here because we love airbrush, and I'm here to help you get used to your new system, get it out of the box, feel super comfortable with it, and feel excited about trying something amazing and new. So we are going to use our Pro system today. Love this guy. What's amazing about that, here's the power button. It has 2 speeds. So if you want to use our tanning products, amazing to do your full body, but also has that power that's just perfect for the face. So welcome and thank you for joining us because we are here every day starting at 8 a.m. on the even hours in Central Time to be here for you and get you comfortable with doing airbrush. Good morning, Candy. We're so excited to be here again. So I'm just going to get started with a few products and we're going to look at what you have in your kit. So we have our foundation. That is our Silk 4-in-1. I'm going to use shade 030. I have some really annoying neighbors that came in. We're going to have to take care of them today. So there's a few different ways that you can do that. You can use just our Silk 4-in-1 that has a concealer built in. It also is a really natural finish. Moisturizers, foundation, anti-aging properties. So it's a little bit of an all-in-one there. And we're going to use that to also help cover our friends. We're going to use our products called Love and our blush that we're going to use today. So our Love is a hydrating luminizer as well as our blush soft rose. So these 3 products are going to come in your set regardless of whatever system you're using. So if you're using the Pro system, if you're using the Icon system, I can show you that one too, Icon. Or if you're going to take it old school and use our Legend, all of these amazing systems work exactly the same. The process is exactly the same as far as what comes on you. We just have some upgrades along the way, but as far as what you have to do, it's exactly the same. So no matter what, we got you covered. So let's get started. First things first, always remember the 4-finger rule. So keeping your stylus 4 fingers from your face at all times. And you always want to keep it moving. So before you even put anything in there, so there's nothing in here, you can get started by getting comfortable with the way that the airbrush feels. I mean, it feels extremely relaxing. And I love starting my day this way because it just feels like a little bit of a spa treatment, like a little facial. It's just very calming and relaxing. So, see, you got to catch me, guys. I'm going to just sit here and give myself a facial all day. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to use our Silk 4-in-1 in 030. Reason being is because I like this one because I just absolutely love the flexibility that this foundation gives us. It's super forgiving. So if you're not used to using our foundation, it's fine. It's super, super easy to use. So it does recommend on the bottle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to try 6 drops of foundation and then add more if you need it. It's a great starting point. So there isn't any rules. Like it's not like if you have to use 6. It's whatever you feel most comfortable using. And we recommend starting with 6 because when you start with 6, then you can get used to it and see how you feel. If you put too much in, then you'll waste it and you'll use too much. So let's get started. Candy, you have the Legend. You can't go wrong with any of the systems. I love the Legend. I used the Legend every day last week and I absolutely adore it. All right. I'm just going to pull back on my trigger just a little bit. Good morning. Chris, have you mixed them together? The beauty of airbrush is that It's so, so easy to just mix a little bit of each. And then if you mix them, then your foundation will last twice as long because you'll have 2 bottles and it will be the same if you mix them. So where I have my friends and my ugly neighbors that have decided to join me this weekend, I just did a little bit and I'm pulling back barely on my trigger. Hey, Candace. Oh, you love yours too. Oh, that's so good to hear. I love it. Checking in. I love that you guys are here with me. If you're loving these videos, please subscribe to our channel. Please bring your friends, share with your friends your love of Luminess because we want them to feel as confident as you do when they do their makeup. All right. This is just the 6 drops. And the thing is that you remember is that the more you get used to it, the more you'll feel comfortable, the more you practice. And honestly, in no time, you're going to feel like an airbrush pro. And the thing is, it's just makeup. Like, have fun with it. Be excited about it. Okay, that was 6 drops. I'm going to turn this off really quick. That was 6 drops. Now, it really depends really depends on what you're doing. If you have a lot more friends or neighbors that are stopping in and you need a little bit more coverage, you'll probably use more at that time. But that's okay. You don't have to get another product. It works the same. So I'm just going to try just a few more because now I want to build up my coverage. Just in certain areas where I tend to have a little bit more unevenness, and then I can pop a little under my eyes for for concealer, because I love that I can get it all done in one. Hey, Chris, I was wondering if you take note of when you mix it, what is the perfect combination? Do you do like 2 drops of the one and 1 drop of the 2? When you do it and it becomes perfect, just take a note of that and then you can figure out what's the ratio. Like if it's 2 to 1, then that could help you figure out your ratio. I hope that makes sense. Over here, like thinking about a recipe. Like, okay, if I'm going to bake a cake and I want to double it or triple it, what was my original recipe? What have you guys been doing this weekend? Have you had fun? Did you have a good holiday or spend time with your family? Did you cook anything amazing? I'd love to hear from you because I love seeing what you're on the other side. Oh, Chris, it's just makeup. There is literally nothing to be scared about. Just try a few drops into your stylus. Try 1 and 1. So if you use 6 drops of foundation regularly, put in 3 of one and 3 of the other. And then you could put your finger on top and shake it up. Or you could use our amazing spill-proof cap, which they're so fantastic. I love these because I'm a little clumsy. So you can do that too. So the best option is if you err on more of the lighter side, the fairer side. Are you closer to the 1 or are you closer to the if you're closer to the 1 or are you closer to the 2? So I would lean heavily. You can always go half and half. It's a great place to start and see exactly where you are. Or if you are more on the lighter side, closer to the 1, then maybe you do 4 of the 1 and 2 of the number 2. And that's what's so great about Airbrush is that once you play with it a little bit and you tweak it a little bit, it just becomes your perfect product. Like you can't go out. Well, I would never go out and purchase like all these different foundations because I can control these by 1 little drop. So I can really change the color and make it feel like it's exactly my tone just by a drop or 2. So I would never do that with other foundations because then you have to pour it out and mix it up. And then what if you put more on, like put a little bit more on. So Chris, why don't you try 4 of the 1 and 2 of the 2? That probably will be a good place to start. And then if it's not quite right, we haven't sacrificed too much product, just a little bit, and then you're ready to go. All right, what do we think? Do we love the silk? I love this. We covered up everything. Hi, Nancy. Oh no, your fridge broke. That's awful. Did that happen this morning? Try that, Chris. And I'm going to be back today at 10 Central and tomorrow. So I'd love for you to check back in with me and see how you're doing. I want to hear how it went, how you tried it. If you have time to do it this morning, I'll be back. If not, I'm back tomorrow. Let's try some blush. And just so you guys know, I just ordered all of our blushes so that I can rotate out my blushes even more frequently. And we're going to try the soft rose. Okay, I'm just going to start with 2 drops. With the soft rose, for me, I like blush, so I tend to use a little bit more than when I use a stronger blush like Plum. But when you get your system, we pick out a perfect shade of blush that matches your tone and your complexion, that whatever color you have chosen. So I'm going to pop the little cap on here. And I'm going to teach you a little trick about a product called Love, which is also in your set. And we're going to talk to you about that in just a moment. So our blushes bloom. So the color enhances as it sits on your skin for just a little bit. And if you notice, in the beginning, I started by giving myself a little face massage with the air because it is fantastic. Oh, Nancy, that is awful. Well, I'm sending you all the best vibes. Exactly. If you don't love it, if it's not perfect, you can always start again. And that's the best thing about this, is that you're not making a full commitment if you just want to try a little bit. And it's water-based, it's mineral-based, it's healthy for your skin. So we're not adding layers and layers and layers on your skin. And you'll actually find, just by tweaking it a little bit, even on top of itself, that they tend to correct itself really easily. Do I look like the cover of a Vogue magazine with my flowing hair? I love this feeling. I feel like I'm pampering myself. All right, so I got my cheeks going on in the soft rose. You can even put a little bit on your lid if you want a little bit of color. You can even put it on your lips. Getting a little bit of that rosy. Candace, hey, why don't you drop me a message here? I would love to see if there's some products that you'd like for us to go through. If you're having some challenges, if you're not used to using it, please just send me an email. Let me pop my email address in here for you guys. I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email so that we can get chatting about what products you want to hear about, and we can talk about all of that stuff. Let me just type this in here really quick, and then we're going to do the love. All right. Nancy, you try the blush on top of the foundation. It looks softer underneath. Yes, you can put your blush underneath of your foundation for sure. But if you do put it on top, it is going to look a little bit more like blush. So it just depends on your comfort level, 100%, whatever you're most comfortable with when it comes to blush. I love blush. It's my favorite. So whatever makes you the most comfortable, popping it underneath. And what's another great trick is, and I don't know, Nancy, if you've tried this trick yet, that if you have, we know you have Love, you can put that underneath. You can mix that into your blush to make it a little bit softer and a little bit more transparent. So you can try that. Like, you absolutely can try that. it helps to soften it out. So let's get into the Love. I'm going to show you our Love. Now, this is a hydrating luminizer. It's going to give the skin a beautiful glow, luminosity, but not like Hello Kitty glitter. It's also hydrating. Hydration is the key to looking more youthful and looking fresher, more awake, softer. It's going to bring you just this amazing finish to the skin. Using Love is also a great option if you're not in the mood to wear makeup, but you just want a little pick-me-up. It's a beautiful luminous product. I'm going to use this Love, but I'm going to use it from my big bottle because I've been using so much Love. I need it in a big bottle. It's a good problem. Okay, so I'm just going to use probably 4 drops. Now, on the bottle, it says use as desired. So it's very, very difficult to use too much Love. Not saying that's impossible because we can. Nancy loves Love. All right. We are going to get the Love going. If you get a chance, watch Kim Kardashian contour her face on YouTube. Okay, I will look for it. I saw it going around. Wasn't she in her guest bathroom or something this weekend? All right, so I'm just going to give my skin a beautiful finish and glow. You can also add this to your foundation. So if you want to kind of make it a little bit more sheer or add some hydrating finishes to it or add a little bit more luminosity to it, this is where you can really get creative because there's really no wrong way to do Love. It's just like in real life, like real love, there's no wrong way to love. So you can use your Love however you feel that you need. I'm going to use just a few more drops. I love it. I just absolutely love the finish of it. All right, Candy, you're going to send me a list of some things that you'd like to look at, right? And go through. So the Love is just, you can do it all over. I usually do a little bit all over, and then I'm really into like right in this under eye area and on my cheeks, because when that area is hydrated, we start to see the first signs of aging around our eyes because that skin around our eyes is a little thinner, and it shows those little lines in the crow's feet and all of that a little bit earlier than everywhere else. So I love to put the Love right there because it just makes that area look even more hydrated and more luminous. So I feel like we went through 3 easy products. I feel like I could just throw mascara on and a little lip gloss and head out the door because these 3 products are so purposeful. Like when you're using a product, I love that it has a purpose and you see it act and it has results immediately. And that is 100% what the foundation is going to do. It doubled as a concealer for me. I got a little color from the blush because I have to have a little bit of color in my cheeks. I think it also helps make us look more youthful. And we also added some Love, which you cannot go wrong with. Hydration, luminosity, not glittery, not heavy, but just a little bit goes such a long way, or use a lot and it goes a long way because you can't really go wrong with Love. You can also use that by itself or mixing it into products and play with it. So I absolutely think that you can do it too if this is new for you. So just join us every other hour. So on the even hours, Central Time, starting at 8 a.m. all the way through 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. My other makeup artist friend, Heather, is here with us too. She'll be going through the same steps. We're going to get you into your system, feeling confident. And usually we kind of wrap up our sessions a little bit and add a little bit more makeup at the closing of our session. So I will close out my makeup look today at our next session at 10, and then Heather will be back at noon. you want to talk about glow, maybe we can talk about glow in the next session. So let's get into that. If you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, let us know. We're here for you, and we will see you soon. So thank you so much for joining us, and happy Monday, everyone. I hope everyone is just safe and healthy and having a wonderful day. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.